Dear and respected time, beloved community, each time that I come to Plum Village, this is the paradise on earth, you know, and it's so lovely that last week my child renewed her two promises, and this is the paradise, and the Dharma name of my child is Paraíso Multicolor, a colorful paradise. And talking about Pachamama or Mother Earth, I was thinking me as a mother, because coming to the international community here is taking refuge in my parenting alone and sharing with and getting the support from the monastic community, from all the parents and no parents present, you know, during the retreat. And the beautiful enlightenment that I got this morning was this. Okay, Buddha, the mother, parenting alone for 7 years. He went to prepare himself because he knew that the best was going to come, teenagers' years. So at that time, he took again the son, you know, but with the community, with the Sangha. So for me, it was a transmission of a parenting style. So for me, the question is, there is the Wake Up movement for teachers, and there are different programs. But what is the project, if there is any, for happy mothers will change the world. Parenting, you know, will change the world. Yes, that's it, you know, because the children and the teenagers were talking about how overwhelmed, you know, can be the situation. And even one monastic say, be careful with mom, you know, so be careful with mom. I don't want to arrive to that situation. So what's the engage practice, the engage Buddhism, has to offer to us. And I know there is the teen program, the children program, but to the happy mothers that will change the world.
So, dear community, our friend's question is about parenting. So she's very happy to come to Plum Village, which is a kind of paradise on earth for her and her family, and her child has been able to renew the two promises and so on. But she's really asking, in a way, what more can she do, as well as coming to Plum Village? We have the program for school teachers, Wake Up Schools. We have the Happy Farm, and we have two phrases. Happy teachers will change the world, and happy farmers will change the world. And she's wondering, is there not more we can do as families? Can we have happy mothers will change the world? What kind of program and practices do we offer for families to take the practice beyond Plum Village?
Maybe we will have a retreat for mother. We learn specifically together how a happy mother is. You know, mother and father. Maybe separate, you know. A retreat for mothers and a retreat for father. And we learn specifically ways how to be a good, happy mother. This is too generous, you know. Because we have many different kind of people here, like teenagers, young adults, children. So we talk a little bit too generous. But we only focus in mothering, you know. And the mother have experience can come also to share. You see, I think I agree with you totally. Our next generation depends so much on the mothers. Actually, we are the reflection of our own mother and our own father. So if we want to have a beautiful society, a happy society, It depends so much on mother. You are the reflection of our own life. So to have a retreat for mothers, to really come together, learn, share, cry, concern, it's very good. It's equally important like a retreat for teachers, because a mother is a real teacher, a life teacher to a child. You want to bring him into the most beautiful human being like Buddha, Jesus, or you want to bring him into the most, dangerous human being, a dictator. It depends so much on our parents, on the mother and the father. And I think Plum Village, we have never do a retreat for mothering. We did have somewhere instead, but we never do have a retreat called mindful mothering here. Yeah, how to embrace, how to listen, how to, to look into the eyes of your child, how to smile, how to feed, how to inquire, There must be, way of to be a happy, good, wholesome mother. And everybody need to train. And the mother who are really have experience also have conference, like workshop and present yourself to the whole Sangha. And we just have 100 mother here is enough. And then if we really feel a kind of transformation and healing, we can organize for 500 mothers and to do it together. Actually, a collective energy will bring, the best mother for our earth. And because you are the foundation of the next generation, your behavior, your way of raising up, bringing up a child is the quality of the next generation. Whether we have more happy society or not, or violent society, it depends so much on the mothering. The job of mothering is much more important, most important of all kind of jobs. Teacher, you interact with the child not too long, but usually teacher busy transmitting intellectual knowledge, but mother, transfer her heart, her way of life, her pain, her sorrow, her joy, her happiness. And if you transform to your child only suffering, we will have a suffering society for sure. You see? So I like to share with this. And I think I call for a mindful mothering retreat. I am a mother also. I need to be a mother. Yeah, I need to take care of the young generation. And it's a tough job. It's very tough. And I'm a very bad mother. I need to learn also. You have to calm down when you face the young generation. When you look at them, you see your mind. Because they are the product of our own, our own way of behave. Yeah. So if we don't practice, we bring them up the way that our mind are like that. Yeah. So I like to ask the brothers and sisters to share a little bit more because it's a very important theme. In the West, we focus on this a lot.
For the children, I would love to express our gratitude to all the mothers. Because without mother, we are not here today. So I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you and express our gratitude not only for my mom, but for all the mom who has cared a lot for the children. On the base of what they say, happy teacher can change the world, and I see that everyone happy also can change the world. Because we do together, we can be successful with our individual. Even one happy teacher cannot change anything, cannot do anything, but maybe many happy teachers can change a lot. So it is the same with the mother, father, sisters, brother, and even children. And I see that the most important thing is everyone to look deeply to see what we can transmit to our younger children. Because as a children, we receive a lot and direct from our parents, our grandparents, and our ancestors. And if we don't transform, we continue to transmit to our children, and our children can transmit to our younger children. So we are aware of what we are doing right this moment. So just aware of what we are doing, we can do a lot already, because every time we are aware, it means that we are mindful. And when we are mindful, we know what to do and we know what we should not do. And for me, I always go back to my very basic practice. Breathing, walking, and smiling. Even in very difficult moment, difficult situation, I also smile. And because smile proves that I am mindful at that moment and calm down myself, and I know what to do next. Living in the community sometimes is also very challenging, isn't it? Even we don't want to be a mother, it is why we become a nun and a monk. But when we go to the monastery, we have to take care of our younger brothers and sisters. And naturally, we play the role as a mother and father. And we learn how to take care of our younger sisters. And even as a sister, I tell you, maybe the secretly, that as a brother and sister, sometimes we are very stubborn. And sometimes we do things and we cause us also suffering and difficulty as well. But luckily we had the practice and we practice together, so we go back to take care of ourselves and take good care of our younger brothers and sisters. It's not only in the family, but in our community, we also have whatever you have, we also have in our community. It is why we have experience. When we answer to you and we share the practice to you, we share from our experience. Because whatever happened outside is also happened inside. And inside of each person also. We had the jealousy, we had the anger, we had the violence, we had the despair, and everything in here. So before we had the retreat for mother, so please go back to take care of your mind. And just always go back to the basic practice and maintain the practice continually. Because nothing can survive without food. So we have to nourish ourselves by the daily practice. Don't underestimate the breathing, walking, and smiling. Even very simple, but it helps us a lot. So when you go here for 1 week, or 2 weeks, or 3 or 4 weeks, maybe we receive a lot of teaching, a lot of information, and you don't remember all. So please don't worry. Just remember 3 things for me is enough. So walking, breathing, and smiling. And if you would like to practice more, practice listening. Listen to yourself and listen to other people. And you try to find your time and practice in your daily life, and your practice will affect on your children a lot. Teaching is not only by the word, by action, but your being is also help your children a lot. So it is why our teacher always express that our being is more important than our doing. So we have to go back to take care of ourselves in order that we can transmit to other people by our being, by our quality, in order that our children can transmit that quality to their children and grandchildren. Thank you very much for your listening.